about to remove the body from the vehicle now. Mandela, again, another very solemn occasion as the reality of the passing of his grandfather sets in for him. Bantu Holomisa, very, very close to Nelson Mandela throughout his life, standing there, also waiting to receive. Now, just the cortege travels up to this point. Let's just listen to the national anthem. Right, the singing of the national anthem now completed, and you're going to see now that the casket is unloaded by 8 pallbearers, and these pallbearers represent the branches of the armed forces, all of them in full uniform. There was a selection process that was conducted within these branches to select the individuals that have been chosen to carry the casket up the stairs towards the I suppose what one could call a towering acropolis of beige freestone, where nearly 2 decades ago Mandela was sworn in as the country's first black president. Now this is going up to the amphitheatre that has now been renamed after him, the Nelson Mandela Amphitheatre. Trailing behind the coffin, as you can see on your screen, is Mandela's oldest grandson. That's Mandla Mandela. You know, his grief is so visible. I think it just shows that not only have we lost an unbelievable hero to our nation, I think you're understanding what Mandela meant to his family when you see the grief that has been etched onto their faces since the moment he passed away just a week ago. You can also see that the family and our defense minister walking side by side with Mandla. A lot of the elders from the Abu Tembo clan are here. They perform the traditional rituals before the body is prepared for the viewing of the public. There you can see the escort, 16 motorcycle riders that follow the casket down the streets, that lined with flag-waving South Africans that are forming the guard. Now, they basically are taking the coffin, which is going to be placed on that cubic platform in the building's amphitheater, and it'll be viewed by family again, still, and then, of course, the general public will be allowed access from approximately 8 o'clock this morning. That people have been already making their way there from 3 o'clock this morning. And you'll also see that 2 military officers clad in white dress uniform always stand at guard at each entrance. There you go. They'll stand there at the entrance with their swords pointing downwards. So it's an unbelievable process that I know we'll be showing you this again tomorrow. We did yesterday and today, and something that'll be shown for many, many years to come. As I've been saying, Lebo is at the Union Buildings. She's there in the precinct, in the lawns, just a couple of 100 meters away from where this is all happening. Lebo, let's get a word from you.
All right, thank you, Leanne. We still have General Fredericks in our presence, and one of the things that I was curious about, I just wanted to back to those visuals in the front of the building there, the significance of those officers there in their different uniforms.
The officers that you've seen there are the chiefs of the different services. On the left, as we see on the screen, was the Chief of the South African Air Force, followed next to him by the Chief of the South African Navy, and then the Chief of the the Surgeon General of the South African Military Health Services, and on the right was the Chief of the South African Army. They are members of the highest body within the Military Council and Military Command Council. And they came through to have the opportunity to view the body early this morning, so that they can carry on with their tasks.
There you can see in your visuals, they're coming to you live from the Union Buildings, and the body has already gone through. They have taken it through inside the Union Buildings there. In the offices, the Navy officers, the parade is about to begin.
Yes, the Navy officers that you see there, they are called the sentries, which those 4 members will take up their positions on the corners of the coffin, and they will stand there for the whole time, duration of the viewing.
What's the significance of that?
The significance is, once again, it's part of our ceremony, and it's also to pay the highest respect for the member lying there. And it is part of our ritual or our ceremonies to say actually goodbye also, and to honor the whole processes.
Right. So this process of, lying in state is something very new to South Africans. It's the first time that it happens. And you've always wondered, what is this lie in state definition? What is it? What does it mean? Well, it is a tradition in which a coffin is placed to view to allow the public, at large to pay their respects to the deceased. Well, it traditionally takes place in the principal government building or of a country or city. Well, one of the most famous people to lie in state was Mahatma Gandhi. Also a freedom fighter, as we know, as well as, the Pope, a previous Pope, Pope John Paul II, also lied in state. So it's something that's been happening around the world. I believe countries such as Canada and the Americas have had this process before. So we are doing it for the first time, and you are allowed to come to the Union Buildings today and come and see the body of President Nelson Mandela, the former president of the African National Congress. If you can come through, there are park and rides that have been organized for you, but please, they have requested that no private vehicles be allowed, so you take the park and ride. And earlier, we'll see if there has been an update regarding the Fountains Valley Park and Ride, because there were issues there, but they are the rest of them. The LC de Villiers Stadium is one of the park and ride areas that are there. Let's talk to General Fredericks again on what is going on in our screen at the moment. What could possibly be going on inside the building at the moment?
Inside the building, they are busy preparing the body for viewing. And that is done by removing the national flag by the military, and thereafter the family members take over to prepare the body for the viewing. What we see in the screen is motorcycles, ceremonial cycles, as well as the guard of honor who are preparing to withdraw until this evening, when they have to come back on the removal of the body and to take the body back to one military hospital.
All right. And yesterday, I was watching a conversation with Leanne and, General Mabanga, who was saying what basically is happening inside there is that the family is talking to Utata. So, giving him, an indication of where he is, what is going to happen at the moment. And this is what is probably happening at the moment while they prepare him before the public can come and see him. But they are chatting to him at the moment to tell him where he is according to Xhosa culture. That is how things are done. Well, let's head back to Johannesburg, where Leanne Manus is standing by.